Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. So today is Thursday, which means it's BookList Thursday. BookList Thursday is something I do with Sarah over at Sarah's Nightstand. We come to you every Thursday with some sort of book thoughts, ideas, recommendations, something bookish related. So today is our 5-star prediction follow-up. So excited. We teamed up with Laurie for this round, so I'll leave links to her channel and everything below. And we picked 5 stars, or books we think are going to be 5 stars that we heard off of podcasts. So I have the 3 that I have chosen. I have read them all and I can't wait to talk about them. So we'll go in, I don't know, Lindsey's made up order. That's what we'll go in. First one I want to talk about is Castle of Water. This was talked about in the Currently Reading podcast and raved about. And I've had this on my book, or I've had this on my shelf for, oh my gosh, way too long. Way too long. I moved this book here. And so anyways, I was glad to get to it. So this specific story, we have 2 very, very different people. We have Sophia, who is from, where did she live? From Paris. She's just got married, totally in love with her husband, on their way to their honeymoon on this very remote island. And then we have Barry Bleecker, who is a man from Manhattan who used to work on Wall Street, I believe. Like, really high stress job. And he has decided to quit the job and he is just going to move to this remote island and become an artist. So Sophia, her husband, and Barry find themselves on this little itty bitty plane flying to this very remote island. And unfortunately, there is an accident and the plane goes down. And Sophia and Barry find themselves stranded on an island that has hardly anything to it. And they need to lean on each other for survival and figure out what they're going to do. So very isolated story. This book, so I'm not a huge literary fiction reader. I enjoy a crazy plot more than anything else. But I feel like this let me dabble a little bit more into literary fiction just because it was very descriptive at times, yet the story continued to move. I did really enjoy it, a little slow at times. I gave it, I want to say like a 3.75. I'm trying to reevaluate my star ratings because I feel like I give everything 4s and 5s, which isn't always the best in my mind because it's not really telling you how I really felt. Anyways, totally side tangent, but I did still enjoy it. I still think people should read it. Just know that it's a little slow at times, so really liked it. Plus the cover, hello, beautiful. Okay, next I want to talk about I Must Betray You by Ruta Sepetys. And let's just take a moment. I think going to see her, which I just saw her this last weekend in Minnesota, going to see her and hear her talk about her stories. She is one of the most gifted storytellers on earth. She's fantastic. If you ever have the opportunity to see her in person, please, please, please go. So I Must Betray You is historical fiction YA, and this takes place in Romania during the revolution there. So they are controlled by a horrible, horrible dictator, and the Romanian people are so oppressed while this man is out telling the rest of the world how great things are in Romania. So nobody really knows what's happening. And part of this power grab and part of this control involves getting regular people to be informants on each other. And so you never know who to trust. You never know who is telling who about what. Even the littlest, smallest, minute things like drinking a can of Coke, you know, having a soda can get somebody in trouble. And the Romanians don't, they don't realize right away how bad things are, and slowly eyes start opening. So this follows our main character, Christian, not Joseph. Christian as he is 17, and he's in the midst, or right at the very beginning of this kind of revolution that's going to happen. Ruta she has a way with words that I can clearly picture what this house was like. I felt cold reading this book because heat is not a given. Running water is not a given. Hot water is barely ever seen. So she has a way of immersing you into the story, which I always love. I gave this 5 stars. I know some people didn't like it as much as her other ones. I have read every single Ruta Sepetys book, and I love every single Ruta Sepetys book. So just jump on the bandwagon with me, trust me, and you'll have a good time. And go see Ruta, please. All right, the last one that I had picked for this round of 5-star predictions was Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmos. I love this book so much. There's so many things I love about this book. So we have our main character, Elizabeth. She is a chemist in the 1960s, and so she is fighting so hard to find a place where she fits, because the 1960s is not super friendly to women scientists at all. So she ends up finding a place that works for her for the time being. She's a little bit odd. I compare her to Amy in Big Bang Theory, and then she meets her Sheldon, which is Kelvin Evans, brilliant chemist, Nobel Prize winner. They are able to just be themselves with each other. They end up adopting a dog, and they name the dog 630. And this dog, you also get the dog's perspective in this book, which I thought was phenomenal, and to be able to see their relationship from the dog's perspective is genius. But we go through the ups and downs of what happens with Elizabeth and her relationship with Kelvin, the dog that she has. We get a little bit of a foreshadowing in the beginning, so we kind of know where things are going, but we just don't know how she eventually gets there. This is an underrated, well, it shouldn't be, it's not underrated because it was like book of the year. I mean, it is hyped for a reason, I guess I should say. 5 glowing stars. It was fantastic. I love this book so much. So a pretty decent round of 5-star predictions, I would say. I made some good choices. Absolutely. I really enjoyed every single one of them. I would suggest every single one of them for all of you. If I had to make you pick one of them, I'm not going to. Just do all 3. Anyways, head over to Sarah and Laurie's channel and see what they thought about their 5-star predictions for this round. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.